Hi guys! So we're going to do lesson 10-8 in Envision, and today we're going to be practicing adding using different strategies. Remember, strategies are just different ways you get to your answer. So remember, some of the ways are easier and make more sense to us than other ways. So you can kind of get to pick which strategy you want to use. We can make tens, we can count up, we have all those different strategies we've learned, and we just want to see which ones we want to use, okay? So today we're going to go ahead and start with the solve and share. And it says solve 36 plus 7 using any of the strategies we've learned. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of review some of those strategies we've learned. Well, the one that we worked on just a couple of days ago was that we could make a 10. So let's try to make a 10 first. If I have 36 plus 7, let's go ahead and draw that. In 36, how many 10s do I have? 1, 2, 3. That's right. How many ones? 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I need to add 7 to that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to see what I can count up to make a 10. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I needed 4 of this group. I'm going to bunch them all together, and I've made now another 10. So I had 1, 2, 3 10s. Now I have 4 10s, and how many ones? 1, 2, 3. So 36 plus 7 must be 43. Now, I can choose to make it a different way too. Remember, I can try to use a number line. Let's see what I would do if I had a number line. If I had a number line, remember, I can use an open number line, and I can start at whatever number I want to. So if I'm looking at 36 and 7, which number am I going to start at? 36. I want to try the bigger number. So I'm going to start at 36, and then I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places. So what comes after 36? 37, very good. Then 38, then 39, very good. Then 40, 41, 42, and 43. So I landed on 43. Let's see if I jump, if I get the same answer. I jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, and I land on 43. So I made a 10 and I used a number line. Those are two different strategies, but I came up with the same answer. So we're going to be figuring out which one works the best for you. So we're going to really quickly just watch a short little video that's going to kind of remind us of the different strategies we use. All right, here we go.
Find 25 plus 17 in different ways. What strategies do you remember using to solve addition problems?
So we talked about using a number line, and we also talked about making and drawing and making 10.
Some strategies include counting on, making 10, and breaking apart a number. You can use blocks. You can make a 10. How do the blocks show how to make a 10? You take 5 ones blocks from the 7 ones blocks in 17 and combine them with the 5 ones blocks in 25. So, how many 10s and 1s do the blocks show now?
So how many 10s do we have? We have 1, 2. Remember, this is one group together, so 3, 4 10s, and then how many 1s are left over? 1, 2. So if I have 4 10s and 2 1s, what number is that? 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42.
The blocks show 4 10s and 2 1s. So, what is 25 plus 17?
So what number?
Select your answer.
4 10s and 2 1s is what number? 42. That's right.
25 plus 17 equals 42. You can draw 10s and 1s to find 25 plus 17. How does this picture show that another 10 was made? A ring was drawn around the 5 ones in 25, and a second ring was drawn around 5 of the ones in 17. This shows that a 10 was made. So there are 4 10s and 2 1s. You can add 25 plus 17 on an open number line.
Okay, so we're going to try this and it might be a little bit different. Okay, see, our open number line started on 25 because it's the bigger number. Now they've done something special here. They've done it to where I can choose to hop 17 different times and pull up 17 of these, or I can think about that number 17. When I look at the number 17, it's 1 10 and 7 1s. So I could hop a full 10 and say 10 more than 25. Remember, if I just messed with that 10, would be 35, and then I don't have to take 10 ones up there. Then I just need 7 more ones. So I could say we'll have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Now, if I didn't want to add the 10, I could pull up all 10 of those hops, but that's kind of like a shortcut since I look at 17 and know that's 1 10 and 7 1s.
You can add 10 and then break apart the ones as easier numbers.
Now you know how to solve addition problems using different strategies.
All right, so up here you can see how he showed us different ways that he made the number and figured out our addition problem 25 plus 17. It looked like a really tricky addition problem, but when he broke it up, it made it a lot easier. So down here at the bottom, they're showing us an example. 37 plus 24. Well, that seems like a huge number to add, but look, for 37, they drew 1, 2, 3 10s and 7 1s, and then for 24, they drew 1, 2 10s and 4 1s. And look what they did. If I have 7 1s here, they said 7, 8, 9, 10 and made a 10. Then I can just count my 10s and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s and 1 1, which makes the number 61. So they just decided to draw it out. We're going to try a couple different ways so it makes it a little bit easier. Well, this one seems pretty simple. It says 48 plus 10. So why don't we try a number line this time? We're just going to try different ways. So if I take a number line and I have 48, remember, I can choose to not just do ones on my number line, I can hop by 10s. So what's 10 more than 48? Remember, I'm just going to change the 10s. I had 4 10s and 8 1s. Now I'm going to have 5 10s and 8 1s. And then if I wanted to add another 10, I have 5 10s and 8 1s. I would have 6 10s and 8 1s. Well, see, now I'm jumping by 10s. Well, I'm only adding a 10. So I can just add 1 10, and what did I land at? I landed at 58. So 48 plus 10, or 10 more than 48, is 58. And I can look and check that by looking at my numbers. I had 8 1s and 0 1s. I added them together. 8 and 0 is 8. I ended up with 8 1s. I had 4 10s and I added 1 10 together. What's 4 plus 1? 5. So I ended up with 5 10s and 8 1s, 58. All right, so we have 4 more problems, and we're just going to use some different ways to solve them, okay? So my first problem says 27 plus 9. So 27 plus 9. Which strategy do you think we should use? Well, I'm only adding 9 to it, so let's use a number line again because I don't have that far to go. So if I have 27, I'm adding 9 to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I had 27. Then my next number is 28. Then 29. Then 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. My numbers are going to have to be really small. 35 and 36. So I think it's going to be 36. Let's jump and make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I land on 36. So I chose to use an open number line that time, okay? Over here, I have 50 plus 23. Let's use a different strategy. What if I build this? So if I look at the number 50, what do I know about the number 50? It's one of my 10s, so it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10s, but then do I have any zeros? I don't have any zeros. Then I'm going to add 23 to that. So in the number 23, I have 2 10s, 1, 2, and then how many ones? 3 ones. So 1, 2, 3. Well, I only have 3 ones in this whole problem. So am I going to be making a 10? No. So let's go ahead and count our 10s. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 10s. So I have 7 10s, and then how many ones? 1, 2, 3. So I think my number is 73. Let's count and make sure. I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73. Very good. So 73. And then remember, I can go back and check. What's 5 plus 2? 7. So I should have a 7 in the tens column. What's 0 plus 3? 3. So I have a 7 and a 3. So I've got that right. How about 32 plus 28? I think I'm going to have to try to make a 10 with this. So let me make 32 first. 32 is how many 10s? 1, 2, 3. How many ones? 2 ones. 1, 2. Then 28 is how many 10s? 2. So 1, 2. And how many ones? 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's look at my ones. I have 1, 2 over here, so I'm going to have to add some ones to it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I take all these ones and all these ones and put them together, I have one set of 10. So then I would have 1, 2, 3. Remember, this is a group together. 4, 5, 6 groups of 10. So I have 6 groups of 10, and then how many ones? I don't have any left over, so I have 0. So let's count that. 10, 20, 30. Remember, this is a group. 40, 50, 60. So 32 plus 28 must be 60. Okay. All right, 22 plus 19. Let's try to make those 10s again, okay? So 22 is how many 10s? 1, 2. How many ones? 2. So 1, 2. And then 19 is how many 10s? 1, 10. And then how many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So look, I need all of these besides that one left over. So I'm going to come over and I'm going to drag them over with these 2 over here and make a big group of 10. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 10. So 4 groups of 10, and then how many left over? 1. So I would have 10, 20, 30, 40, and then one more, so 41. Very good. All right, so we have a couple problems back here I do want us to do. I want us to look at these first two because remember, sometimes I want us to hear those word problems because we want to listen for those words that tell us what we need to do. The first one says, Lily makes necklaces. She has 43 blue beads and she has 20 pink beads. How many beads does Lily have in all? There's those words, in all. So I have 43 that I'm going to start with, and let's use a number line on this one because look, I notice this has 10, so I can jump by 10s. So if I have 43, and on a number line, if I want to make my number line jump by 10s, I had 4 10s and 3 1s. I add a 10 and it would be 5 10s and 3 1s. Add another 10. I had 5. Now I have 6 10s and 3 1s. What if I wanted to add another one? Then I would have 7 10s and 3 1s. See how the pattern? Well, I'm adding 20 to it. So 20 is how many 10s? 2 10s. So I'm going to jump 1, 2 times, and what do I land on? 63. Very good. Now look, I'm going to check my answer. Up here, I have a 4 and a 2. What's 4 plus 2? 6. So I should have 6 10s. In the ones, I have 3 and 0. What's 3 plus 0? 3. So 63. Very good. And then right here it says, Jay has a hat collection. He has 32 hats from football teams and 28 hats from baseball teams. How many hats does Jay have in all? Those words, in all. So we're going to draw the 32. 1, 2, 3. And then how many ones? 2 1s. See, look at the number. 3 10s, 2 1s. And then 28. How would I make 28? How many 10s? 2 10s. Very good. How many 1s? 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I've got 2 10s over here. So I've got 2 1s over here. So 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to put all of these together to make a 10. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 10. How many 1s do I have left over? I have 0 1s left over. So I think he has 60 hats. All right, we're going to skip this problem in the middle, and we're going to look down at the assessment. Remember, assessment is another word for a test. I want you to listen to what it says. It says, Garrett uses place value blocks. Remember, these are place value blocks to show 63 plus 8. Which of the following models this problem? Oh, here's those tricky words. Choose all that apply. So remember, when I choose all that apply, I might have more than one answer. So when I look at this first problem, what would this number be? I have 1, 2 10s, and 5 1s, 25. Does that show our problem? No, so it can't be this one. All right, let's try this one. My first number has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s, and 1, 2, 3 1s. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63. Well, that's one of my numbers. Let's check and make sure that I have the 8 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is 63 plus 8. All right, let's look right here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s. Oh, so there's my 6 10s. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 1s, and then 3 more 1s. Does that show our problem? Well, I've got 6 10s and 3 1s and then another group of 8. It does. They're trying to confuse you. They just switched the ones, so it does have the same number. And then what about over here? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 10s and 1 1. Let's think about this. Okay, if I look at this one, they've kind of arranged it for me to where I can see. On this last one, I have 8. I can take the 8 and take 2 more 1s, and that makes another 10. And how many do I have left over? 1. So then I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 10s and 1 1. So 7 10s and 1 1 does show that problem. So 3 different problems could kind of show the answer. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and show you what your homework is. Okay, for your homework today, you are just going to do number 1 and number 2, and you can choose whichever way you want to solve it. If you want to draw the pictures, if you want to use a number line, whichever way you want to solve it, you can use that, okay? Then on the back, the only problem that I want you to worry about is I want you to do number 6 to see if you can figure out different ways that it applies, okay? So just do the 2 problems on the other page and this problem on the bottom, number 6, okay? All right, you guys did an awesome job. I'll see you tomorrow.